Hi, I'm Rico, and this is Rico Reacts. Today we are talking about episode 4 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We have reached our halfway point on this show. Again, this show is only 6 episodes long, so we're about to get into the meat of everything going on so far on this show. So a couple of things from where we last left off. Number 1, we have been hearing about a character named the Power Broker. We still haven't met that character yet, but we're going to see if maybe this episode leads us to finding out who this Power Broker is. Number 2, Zemo has joined the team in a weird way. So Zemo, Bucky, and Sam are working together to get more information about how the Flag Smashers have the super soldier serum. We did see that there was a doctor who actually developed and perfected the ingredients for the super soldier serum, and the Flag Smashers stole it and have taken it for themselves, and Zemo killed the doctor because of course he doesn't want to see more super powered humans roaming around on Earth. He's a guy that doesn't believe in superheroes being placed on any type of pedestal, and so he doesn't believe in having heroes to begin with. Sharon Carter was on the show, episode 3, has become kind of jaded, has become kind of cynical of the whole hero complex. So what does that mean? Does that mean that we'll see her again? I think we will, but more importantly because of the fact that at the end of last week's episode, we saw her moving away from the group and getting into her own car saying that there is a situation. So something is happening behind the scenes with Sharon Carter that has not been revealed yet, and we'll get to that momentarily. Also, we have the entire plot surrounding the new Captain America. It looks like what they're seeming to do is they're going to be tracking Sam and Bucky on whatever they do and kind of take the credit once they are able to get the information. That's what it seems like they're trying to do. And they even had a conversation, Captain America and Battlestar, they had a conversation about what they're willing to do to actually get this information. And John Walker says it's not about getting the information. They're not going to care how we got the information or how we did the job. The focus is that we got the job done. That is his MO, that is the way he is operating. So we'll see how that translates. Finally, the last thing that we saw in the last episode was a member of Wakanda from the Dora Milaje was meeting up with the Winter Soldier. They want Zemo. Zemo, if you can't remember, back in Civil War, Captain America Civil War, at the beginning or near the beginning of the movie, King T'Chaka was killed at a UN meeting through an explosion. Zemo was the one that caused that, and they want retribution. So I want to see how Bucky and Sam working together with Zemo and now having Wakanda and the Dora Milaje coming after Zemo. What is that going to happen to the dynamic of what's going on here? Because you can't trust Zemo. You can't. He's a clever person. He's a clever man, and he will do anything to be able to finagle his way out of a situation. So you got to keep tabs on him. Keep him really close. All right, enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get started on episode 4 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Today's episode is called The Whole World is Watching. There's a lot of possibilities because there's a lot of moving parts right now on the show. You have the Dora Milaje coming into the equation. You have the Flag Smashers who are involved in their own mission. You have the Power Broker who we have not met. And also you have John Walker and Battlestar on the heels of Bucky and Sam. Where is it all going? There's a lot of threads right now, so I want to see how they start pulling all this stuff together. Oh, so we're jumping right into Wakanda. Okay. Oh, so they're training him with the words. This is a good way of showing how they were able to break that hold that Hydra had on Bucky. It's a sigh of relief, man. Now it's a ticking clock. It's a ticking clock now. So this is a good thing because now you actually put a time frame on what needs to happen in how much time. Because if you let characters just roam for any type of time, you know, you can end up having a show that lasts too long, things start getting muddled. But at least here, we actually have a time frame as to how and when they need to accomplish things.
But there has never been another Steve Rogers, has there?
You are right about that. There's never been another Steve Rogers.
That shield is a monument to a bygone era. A reminder of all the people history just left out. If anything, that shield should be destroyed.
Huh. That's two people that have mentioned destroying the shield.
I know this is a bad idea.
Wait, John. If you can talk her down, might be worth a try.
Yeah, man. Listen to your partner, fake Captain America.
Hey, you got 10 minutes. Really? And we're doing things my way.
See, that's the thing. John Walker wants to go in guns blazing, you know. I'm the shield now, and I am Captain America. Like he even said it in the last episode. He tried to intimidate someone. Do you know who I am? And the person was like, yeah, I know, and I don't care. Because he is not what Steve Rogers was. Steve Rogers has been a symbol of hope, whereas John Walker is just assuming a mantle. He is assuming a shield. He is assuming an identity, but he hasn't. We don't know him like that. We don't know him. So
You're a supremacist.
Me? That's ridiculous. Everything I do is to end supremacy.
oof. There we go. Some super soldier chase scenes. And of course he gets out. Of course. Does she become a martyr? There he goes. There he goes. Did he get them all? My guess is no. And here we go. Walker. Walker's going to get the serum. And Walker's going to... Oh, no. This is exactly what they don't need. They do not need this. Zemo didn't want any more super-powered people. He destroyed almost all of them.
I'll deal with the power broker when the time comes.
Okay, so that means we're not going to get the power broker in this episode.
Blood isn't always the solution.
That is right. Sam's good. I like Sam. Sam's great, actually.
Shield or no shield, the only thing you're running in here is your mouth. Now,
Hey, that's right. Oh, they're here for him. 8 hours.
Normal law, they don't have jurisdiction here.
The Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves.
Ooh, yes. That is right. Fake Captain America.
We should do something.
Oh, no. And there goes Zemo.
They weren't even super soldiers.
That's right. Because you suck.
Let's meet with you and AJ and Lil Cass there.
Ooh, what a threat.
Out back.
Ooh. She is becoming the thing that she is standing up against. Can't agree with everything she's doing. They don't really stand a chance unless Walker takes the serum. But if Walker takes the serum, it's only going to be a bad thing. Oh. He took the serum.
What's with all the knives?
Oh. Didn't kill him, but looks like Battlestar. Oof. Oof. Now we're gonna get Revenge Walker. Oh, God. And there it is. The thing that could not happen as Captain America. Killed by the symbol that he adored when he was growing up. And that was the 4th episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Exactly what I feared happened did happen. And that is that Captain America, the symbol, the shield, would be viewed in a negative light. That's what happens when you just get anyone. There's only one person who embodied Captain America. Again, when the United States tried the super soldier serum back in the 40s, they were trying to find the best soldier and then try to replicate him. What Dr. Erskine did was he found the best person and then from there created the super soldier. Yeah, just the powers that the super soldier does, it enhances what's already inside of you. And that conversation that Walker had with Hoskins was very telling. He did some not so great things to earn those Medal of Honors. So it stands to reason that now, since he's taken the serum, and it's very obvious that he has, it's going to amplify those not so great characteristics about John Walker. And the symbolism of blood on the bottom of that shield being corrupted, the shield being corrupted, that symbol of hope that has always stood there, now is going to be viewed in a negative light. And this is not what Sam and Bucky had in mind. Sam definitely didn't have this in mind when he turned in the shield to the Smithsonian, and that is not the idea that Bucky had when he sees the shield. He sees Steve when he sees that shield. He sees that symbol of hope, that optimism, a great person, and now it's been tarnished by John Walker. Okay, a couple of other things really quick. No Power Broker yet. I have a feeling we'll be introduced to Power Broker next week on episode 5, and then we'll get like a full-scale war in episode 6. As far as Zemo, of course he escaped, because it was bound to happen. Are we going to see him again? I believe so. We'll see him sometime before the season wraps up. The Flag Smashers, does this push Carly further into we need to do this now and become more radicalized, and she becomes more of a supremacist, because it's kind of been pushing her towards that. And now that one of her loyal followers has been killed by the symbol that she wanted to kill, what does that drive her to? What does that make her do? So I'm very interested to see how the show answers that question. Sharon is still in the picture. She's still helping out Sam and Bucky. Does she become more integral? And now finally, the Wakandans, the Dora Milaje, they are in the picture. They're searching for Zemo. Are they going to cross paths again with Sam and Bucky? My guess is they will. So a lot of threads that are up in the air at the moment, and it's only a matter of time before they come together and have an explosive finale. That's my guess, is that they'll all come together thread by thread by the end of next episode, episode 5, and then in episode 6, all out war, and we'll see how the shield ends up being in Sam and Bucky's hands, because I still think it'll end up in Sam's hands at the end of the day. How? We'll find out by the end of this show. Alright guys, that was my reaction of episode 4 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you really enjoyed this episode, go ahead and hit the subscribe button just below, so that way you can subscribe, and that way it'll filter out to other people who may like the show. Because if you like the show, other people like the show as well. Go ahead and like the video if you like this reaction. Comment some of your thoughts. Do you agree with me that maybe this pushes Carly further into evil territory? How do you think the shield is going to get into Sam's hands? Because I think it's going to. So do you believe that as well? Leave me a note in the comments below and we'll talk about it. And finally, if you've noticed throughout the episode, I've had a link to my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/alwayscriticpod. It has a different name because I host a podcast, a movie podcast. It's called Always the Critic. Me and my co-host Jessica Furpy, we talk about the latest movies every week. Sometimes we'll do ranked lists of movies. Sometimes we'll go back and we'll do a Hall of Fame episode. We have a very popular one. It was the Action Movie Hall of Fame. If we created a Hall of Fame out of nowhere and there was 8 movies that had to be inducted right away, what would those 8 movies be? Check that out in our feed. It's always The Critic Pod. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere that you subscribe to your podcast. And that has been this episode. I'm Rico, and this is Rico Reacts.